Hello, everyone. Please tell me if you found your way here after the airing of Evil Lives Here. The show is repeating, so I guess I want to thank, Investigation Discovery and Red Marble Media, who produced the show and the episode, for being so supportive and helping me in my mission to continue to raise awareness. So if you are here because you watched the show, thank you for watching the show. Definitely tell me your thoughts. I'll answer any questions because I feel there's no such thing as a stupid question. That's my motto. And it is through questions and answers is how we learn. So, yes, Cam Kaharikina. I hope I pronounced that right. Yes, I know. Someone reached out to me and said, "Oh, I'm watching you on Investigation Discovery now." So the original airing was on March 24th, which happens to be my daughter's birthday, my eldest daughter's birthday. So that was something. And they have been rerunning it, which is amazing because it continues the conversation. Of course, I talk about the issues a lot on my radio show on Wednesdays. I've done speaking engagements. I was doing speaking engagements way before I did the episode. And how I even got to Investigation Discovery is because an article in Glamour magazine was written on me and my eldest daughter, which is the first daughter for my father. And one of the producers read the article and reached out to me and asked me, am I willing to do an episode of Evil Lives Here? So let me go down some of these comments. They're coming in. Just shout out everyone for tuning in and for being brave enough to watch it, because I know that it is a very hard conversation. It is a taboo subject, which it shouldn't be. I think it being so taboo kind of leaves survivors and victim out there alone by themselves. So your episode just came on. You're welcome. I watched the show. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I will definitely continue. Thank you so much. Am I still close with my siblings? Unfortunately not. Interestingly enough, when we first escaped our father, yes, we were extremely close. We had to depend on each other. Me and one of my sisters worked to help provide for our siblings. Here we are in the world, and being so used to our father being the breadwinner, now we had to kind of fend for ourselves. And we did, and we excelled, and we did very well. But now so many things, especially with me speaking out, has kind of divided us. And it's unfortunate because I feel like, well, we shouldn't take what we went through, what I went through, and just leave it as something negative. It can be changed and used for something positive. There's still so many other people out there going through these things, and yes, dare I say, there are even more that will go through these things. I think one of the best tools that we could use to fight against it is to talk about it enough to develop preventative measures and just find different ways on how to teach our children and hopefully even discourage other abusers. So no, I'm not close with all of my siblings just because of this. I mean, things even got worse when they found out that I was doing the show. They've just taken another path than I have. They're all doing very well. I wish them nothing but love. And of course, if even with this divide, if they were to reach out to me and ask for any assistance in anything, I am here and I'm open and available to them. But a couple of things, not only because I speak out, but in ways they blame me. Me as the oldest who was abused by my father, they believe that if I fought back harder, and he did not succeed in impregnating me and doing all kinds of crazy things to me, then he would not have went on to the next person. So it's hurtful. I am hurt by that because I myself was only a child. So I didn't have all the answers. I didn't have any answers, and see, I'm getting emotional, sorry. And I didn't have any answers, and he didn't have anybody to ask to get answers. So, you know, which again goes back to, if you don't ask questions, then you can't get answers. So there we go. Thank you. Am I still, let's see what I check him out. My mother initially, so when my father was convicted he's serving 90 years in prison. So when he was first convicted, and I did my first interviews, and I was on the Katie Court show, and which led to me, well, I was already writing my book, but after that I published my book, Unashamed, A Life Tainted. My mother was in full support. You know, aside from the ridicule, in spite of the ridicule that she was receiving as the other parent, and as someone who enabled my father, she was there, I think, doing her best to be supportive, and kind of correct some of the things that some of the wrongs that she did. But as of more recently, I think as I got more exposure, and then my brother died. That was a major change. That changed a lot of my family dynamic. My brother, who was played by River Mason at some point, Pilar Scratch, if you are on here, I don't know if you are, you're probably out doing stuff, but River Mason is one of the young boys who played my brother, and I think the other one his name is Jade English. Anyway, that's what she has to say about it, and here I am getting emotional again. Let's see. We definitely need to help one another to get the word out. Yes. So yeah, go on my Instagram feed, and also PLL Nonprofit. It's there. In fact, let me tag PLL Nonprofit if you guys want to, at PLL Non. So I would have probably just been more determined with talking to grandma, and I think that maybe, you know, if there was any opportunities that my family on my mother's side would have actively done something, whether it was physically keep us away from him, I don't know, but I think that would be one of the things that I would have done. I thought about all the time taking my siblings and running away, but I was a child, so